Good to see you, Groovy Cats. I'm EpicAwesomeYo. Welcome to a thing. I don't know what to call it. But I got myself a nice little Minecraft account because, one, I liked Minecraft when I played it one time way long ago, and it was pretty nice when I played it long ago. And then I decided to play it now. I also wanted to get a real version because I wanted a custom skin. One, because I just wanted something that's mine and not generic Steve or Alex or whatever that new one is. It's a girl. I'm not a girl. I'm a guy. And it goggles. So cool. Now how do I get that crosshair off my face? Oh well. Of course I'm in creative mode. Now then, welcome to my wonderful land of awesome castles. This is a new world. Shut up. That I made. Where's that pillow? Get out of here, green frog. This is my show. Stop crashing. It's okay. Shh. Only emotions. Like I said before, this is a new world, whatever. Shut up. That I created for awesome castles. And here's my first awesome castle. Isn't it awesome? Shut up. And now if you would please join me on this little excavational journey to show you everything that's inside my castle so far. It's not much, I'm just trying to build it. Try to build the skeleton, at least, before I build all the rooms and all that. So come upstairs with me into this place. It's full of glass and it looks like a cathedral. Nice, right? Cool! Moving on. Here is a door. It has no doors, but it's an opening to a downstairs area. Moving on. Here's a wizard tower. Isn't it wizard? You know it is. It has windows way up there where there's a room. Let's join it. And I'll tell you more once I get up there. Through all these gosh darn stairs. Look at this door. It's a library. More on that later on. Now reaching the top of the building. Here we have a bed for sleeping. If you didn't know, that's what beds are for. And here we have a window. Enjoy the window. It is a spectacular view of everything except for the diagonal lines that are obstructing my view. Still good though. Anyway, look at this sea lantern lamp. I forgot what they were. I knew they were lamps. Shut up. All built with fences. Cool stuff. Am I right, Groovy Cats? Yes, I am. Moving on. Look at this door. Into the library we go, where books are beheading. I broke the door. Dang! You gotta really be careful when you're in creative mode because you just break everything. But just look at all these books. Can you imagine a bookworm in this place? They would go crazy for a place like this. I mean, it is a book nook. A nook of books that they can just nook in and book out. But here I shall plow you into Montana. Do you not understand the made-up language that I just made up in my brain? Shut up. Man, I'm hostile today. Anywho, that door's bothering me. I made a Minecraft account so I could play more Minecraft, making castles and other things that I would like to do on free time. Sometimes I played, if you're not aware, relaxing with Minecraft. Almost in the future to be nulled, as I wanted to say, named and called Minecraft and Chill because of Netflix and Chill. That whole trend going on, and I should step onto that bandwagon as soon as possible before it runs out of its own time. I need to look up doors. D-O-O-R. Hello, door. There you are. Put it into my inventory. Thank you very much. So I can exit and then go out here and then put the door back onto its frame where it belongs. Doesn't you agree? Cool. Look at that. Awesome. In all its awesomeness. Not quite epic, but it's still awesome. And look at this wall. I really wanted to put all my walls into this nice stone area because it looks more castle-y than the regular stone. Do you not agree? I asked this during my live streams. If you weren't aware, you are now aware now. And now I need to replace that. Thank you very much, incredible fists of strength. But it is alright, for I am in creative mode, and creative mode has everything, so I just type in W-O-D, or wood, click the right collection of wood, put the trapdoor back into the place, and then go over to the right thing that I just collected and created, and put it back into its rightful place. I am full of information and knowledge today. I'm full of beans, and it's fantastic. I'm trying to talk as much as possible because I don't want to be boring. Moving on. Look at this door. It is dark oak wood. Don't you think it looks nicer than a regular spruce door? I think it looks a little more royal with its dark golden handles and dark wooden brown background. Cool stuff. It's the same as these stairs because I wanted it to be royal as much as possible. Look at this moat over here. It goes all the way to the back where it goes into a water fountain. I mean a waterfall in the front of the building. Isn't that neato, guys? Am I right, fellas? Am I right? You know you are. I know I am. Thank you very much for agreeing with me. Now let's move on to the downstairs area where it's not quite complete, but there's also a window and another brick staircase following to it. I also put the brick staircase over here to add forth phonetically pleasing account to this. Look at this creeper. I can walk right up to it and start dancing a party in front of its face and I won't even care because, well, I am in creative mode and they don't really care when you're in creative mode because they can't really do anything because you're invincible. Let's move on to the next area. Look at these bars! Look at this place. It's got a skeleton in it. He's been here for years. He's starving. Somebody feed him a brisket, am I right? Let's move on to the next area over here where there's a double door area where I wanted it to be a royal area. More like a royal bedroom, but it seems a bit sparse for room, so I'm gonna see if I can make another one in all this other space full of these three skeletons and creeper in this area of massiveness because I wanted it to originally be 3 squares high, placing the 4th block down the 4th square, giving me ample room to maneuver around. It's a good thing. And look at this green window, isn't it fantastic? If I was tall enough, then I'd be able to look out it into the massive areas that is the new world that I made. Let's move on to this side of the building, where there's also a plethora of green windows mixed in with white windows, which are still obscuring my view from the natural beauty of the land, but it's still good. These ones are a bit better, because the diagonal lines still blend in with the original color of the pane of glass. And here are some more stairs made out of brick. Isn't that sweet? Of course it is. You agree with me always. Look at this area that I made. I wanted it to be similar to the area as I did over here, where I put certain columns of stone and brick over here that looks like more castle-like. But then I wanted to experiment with other things, such as glass, because glass was an interesting thing that isn't usually used in castles such as this. So I wanted to see if I could try it, and it seemed like okay, so I decided to keep it. Shut up. Let's move on to the other side of the building, or at least downstairs. I mean, let's go up to here, this Ville. Here we have our grand balcony with a beacon on the building so it can tell where always I am. Wherever this is, wherever I am. Shut up. I know what I'm speaking about. Let's jump off. Dive into relationships. And here is the water fountain that I mentioned before once I was inside of the building. Do you see it now? It is majestic, and as you notice down there, there's something a little extra, but let's get through that later on once I go back into the building. Here we have some nice wooden planks. They're dark oak, same as the doors. And I think they look even more royal than regular spruce wood, as I mentioned before. Welcome back to this area. I don't know why I went back up here, but it seemed like a good idea at the time. So let's go back down the brick staircase and back into this building where there are doors. There are doors. 2 doors of dark oak wood. Let's open them up as I just did and go down here. Now look at this majestic area where I decided to put inlets into the stone wall to create a more phonetically pleasing look to the wall, and that isn't just a blank wall with nothing on it. But let's go forward past the skeleton with the bow and arrow down the stairs. Excuse me, kind sir, I need to go down here to show the kind people what I'm talking about. That is down here with the water, down this narrow staircase into the areas down below, which is probably going to be my 3rd and final floor, because my original idea was to go all the way down to bedrock, but I decided that that would take a hell of a long time, and I wanted to try more and more castles that were more surface appealing instead of underground appealing. I might return to 2 later time, but who knows then. But let's continue. This is a big castle. I'm running out of breath. Do you tell? I don't think you can, so let's move on to this area here. Here we have a nice little area that I thought it would look absolutely fantastic, and I was 100% correct. As you can see, there are nice windows here. Look at the nice windows. They're collected, they're surrounded, they're covered with water. That's what I wanted to try to say, which I wanted to say in the first place. Thank you very much. Shut up. But here it gives me a nice little indent. But here it gives me a nice little indentation. But here it gives me the idea of being underwater, which is another word I wanted to try to say. Jesus. Can I speak with clarity and certainty? Please and thank you. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. And here we have another door, also dark oak wood, so we can have a constant theme going with the rest of the building. Castle that I made. All by myself. No help. All day. Out here. By myself. No shirt. Ever gone night-night? Now back into the castle. Where we go into this area, which was my original idea. As you can see, it is a hell of a long way down, so let's jump down. Also, there are many cave systems around in this map that I made. Can I double thank you very much? As you can see, on the disco floor, you can now jump up and go all the way to the surface of the second floor. But carefully you don't drown into the lava, or do, because it is creative mode. I don't receive any damage, which is a good thing because I really didn't want to mine an entire mountain for materials to only figure out that I didn't have enough. Here is some diamond. But you also know what? If I go in here, I already have 63 blocks of diamond blocks and 62 other pieces of diamond and a diamond pickaxe, which I could just summon it casually. Here's a little picture of me. Isn't that wonderful? Look at me dance and go crazy. I'm also like having a seizure, but I have a smiley face on my shirt, so that makes it okay. Let's get out of the menu and go back upstairs as quickly as possible. How about? In fact, how about we go back down? And then go back up, because I realized that I wasn't all the way quite up yet. So let's try to figure out where that one area is. Is it here? Are you here? Yes, you are. Let's go from here and use the stairs like a normal person, because I'm not superhuman yet. Looking at all the brickwork that I've done, which took me a lot of time to work, and it looks rather good. I'm pretty proud of this work, don't you think? I think so. I was imagining that I'd put columns here to make it look more pleasing, but I decided not to yet. But now I'm starting to think if I could figure out a way to do it. Doesn't look like it, but I'll see if I can put one here, here, and here. Damn, that looks amazing. Let's keep it. How about? Ching! Cool. Let's move on to the next area. In fact, let's go up to these stairs. These stairs, which I kind of wanted to have a spiral staircase, but I decided to put it like this because I didn't want to have it lapping over each other, making it look even nicer. There are cars in the distance, but don't worry about those. There are cars, they're outside, they're not inside. They have yet to reach to the third floor of this apartment building that I am recently in, so it's all good. Now that looks better now, doesn't it? Except for that part, which I'll probably do at a later time. Do not bore you with such minor details. In fact, let's go out through these doors. It looks a little wet. Don't forget your rain jacket, umbrella, wet boots, welly tins, whatever we want to call them, and other type of water-resistant clothing before we're stepping outside into the watery abyss. Don't forget to close those doors, because that's how you do windows. That's how you do buildings. From here you can see clearly that is the back of the castle, and here we have a nice little pond that is blocking everything from reaching the doors, which is a good thing. But over here we have a moat, a small moat, for creatures such as this to hop and dance about. Though it wasn't invited, it still found its way into this moat. I don't know how you got here, creeper, but you're not welcome. Look at you, like you pay rent. Get out of here. Moving on, look at this area. I wanted it to have, from the front of the building, all those waterfalls, to the back of the building, to have more waterfalls, because waterfalls are groovy. Look at these two areas. Let's follow them, even though I can't follow them directly, because I made it like that. Moving on. Look at it, it goes into here, which was a pre-existing thing. Now I just have a constant water flow going through there. Let's move on to the next area. And here we have a door, another door. It's randomly placed here. Let's make sure you open it, so if you want to go through it, but apparently I can't open it from this side, or maybe I can if the leg is just lagging. Yes, I can. Let's make sure we go through it and close it before other things get in. Here we have the other side of the waterfall moat. It goes from here to there. And I decided to put it through here so I can dish out and go out into this area. It's nice, but I made sure that it wasn't just one block away, and made sure that it was many blocks away to make it a proper waterfall instead of just a staircase waterfall, which I don't quite know if that exists, but I'm gonna go with it. I'm thinking of putting it quite a lot like I did here, where there's many large steps between instead of one steps in between. Because here, unless you have a way to flying, you can't really jump up and get to this castle that I made that's awesome and all that niceness. But now that I think about it, maybe I'll just leave it because it's kind of a lot of work and I don't really care for work. And if you didn't notice, let's look over here. Look over here, where there are much muy bueno room for many more castles. Just look at all the many possible castles that I could carve out of all these mountains. That one has lava and water. I wanted to cover this whole countryside with castles. Just any sorts of castles I wanted to. Didn't really matter which ones it was, really. But now that I come to think of it, as the time keeps on going by, I think I realized that I showed you everything I wanted to. Rather. I would like to show you more, but I just don't have more. Why? Because this is all I got done. Why is that? Because I didn't have enough time and only got it a few days ago. Shut up. But hopefully in the future I'll have enough time, money, and effort and knowledge to actually incorporate some more downloads and improv and props and other things that are nice and innocent here, like as TechCraft and other sorts of boodalaboos. Yogcast does it, whatever. God, just because I haven't been doing this for like some up-teen years doesn't mean I should know all this. Go to the pros if you want to know things. That's what I'm gonna do. I do that all day. Day. But I think this is enough for me. I just wanted to tell you that I was working with Minecraft. I made a skin. It looks like this. Hopefully, well, you can't really see the face because of the crosshair. Perhaps I can fix that right now. Options. Super secret settings. What is this? Everything turned into... I don't even... know. What is this? How do I zoom in? Shift? Oh, that is... hold on. Jesus! What is this, a noir film? Come on, get me back into color already. Jeez! Hey. Hi. Is that normal? Am I acting normal yet? I think that's normal. Sure. No, give it, thank you. Is there a spider down here? What are you doing, spider? Jesus. Guarding the place? Thanks. Hey, take care. Hold on. I have a headache with images. I thought I could do it. Maybe I can zoom in and post. Look at my face. Ooh, look at that mouse. Ooh, following up with my face. Okay, that's enough of that. But thanks for joining me on this thing. Shut up. And I'd like to thank you for joining me on this. Shut up. For I have been EpicAwesomeYo. However, it's your turn to be awesome too. Don't forget, sharing, subscribing, and liking will help me out the most. And I will see you in the next video. And hey, you take care now.
I really love to be out